pop-up book? I make pop-ups. I've been making pop-ups since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. No. I don't remember exactly when or why I got interested in pop-ups. I've always liked pop-up books. Everyone loves pop-up books. So looking for a show that was going to be theatrical, could be adapted easily into pop-up books, have a lot of technical aspects into it. I went into Faustus because there's, fire and devil. Through that, actually, I was reading through, I can't remember whose criticism it was. It might have been David Bevington's, actually. There's this long history of the tradition with the whole Faustus show, where you've got a lot of the technical aspects started to kind of overtake the textual side of things. But in taking that then, and that history, part of what the show really becomes is, yes, it's a cool idea to have a set that's a pop-up book, we're using pop-up book masks, but is it possible, in order to do justice to Marlowe, completely rewrite the show with an eye to using the set, using the props, using all of these things in combination to really get at what he was trying to say? And so now as a result, you can take, where was the modern academic? What do we want to say about him? And while not using necessarily Marlowe's same words, like I absolutely hate Marlowe's theology. Heaven is good, hell is bad. Trying to look at sin in a more interesting way for the modern academic. As a result, kind of all of that's led into why Faustus. Given all of that background, when you take the set and what I'm trying to do with it, having actors who are performing, but also acting, but it's also the spectacle element of things, you actually get closer to kind of this kabuki style of theater that just fascinates me. Combines just everything. In terms of drama then, it's about, as an artist, bringing together sights and sounds, the emotions and everything, and from that just creating this crazy, crazy show. For Faustus, the backing sheet consists of 6 4x8 sheets of cardboard. 3. Because of space constraints, I'm gonna have to be building it over 2 weeks. The ideas for reinforcing it are gonna be tricky, really tricky. Currently stand at laying out the sheets of cardboard and duct and or gaff and or any other kind of tape I can use, secure all the creases, probably by taping over all the creases and then securing that tape itself, taping around the sides, taping the diagonals. Hopefully all of that tension that should keep it reasonably together. Because it's cardboard and not paper, I'm gonna have to add, beyond just a central sheet, central line, add an extra strip so that it will actually create more of a three-dimensional closed piece. The actual pieces themselves then get probably sewn into the page, I'm thinking, and I might actually try to sew together the backing sheet, so it will actually hopefully look like a real book. I'm still not entirely sure performatively whether or not I will be pulling out each spread individually, so it'll be like chapter 1, this scene, chapter 2, this scene. We'll see, it'll be fun. And then the last scene, again, the book is laid out completely open, and it's just a blank off-white color, bare, with the exception of, in the center, a clock made out of cardboard. During the scene, Faustus is going, he's a little baby. Mephistopheles, in the meantime, is bringing out pieces of cardboard to build a mechanical clock. So it's paper automata. I mean, it can't entirely pop up, but it's bringing in those pieces, maybe from a pocket on one of the sides, so that it would feel like it's just a giant pop-up book where you could actually piece it together or build a model within it. But the idea is that he builds this clock and then will turn the clock through the last hour of Faustus's life. Faustus goes over and while he's kind of singing this to the audience, turns the last page of the book, revealing one of two endings. It might make sense to just leave it as is and have it be a down center thing. The other option would be a wall with a bunch of racial epithets and, you know, homophobic comments and random statements about tolerance or hate or whatever. Do something like pop-up of Matthew Shepard on a fence, two towers coming down, hung slave, as the last image, so that we've taken it from the potential, at least, for that personal transformation into let's make a move for social justice. Again, for the extraction, I mean, it's the question of will that have the impact? Is it overkill? Or is it really necessary to allow people to take the show and sort of go, oh, it was about going out into the world? The other idea I'd like to pursue would be turns the page and a proscenium, false proscenium appears, and it's all the actors kind of line up behind this thing, and Faustus pulls the curtain across, and it ends, and they go into bows.